Welcome back, everybody, to the New Orleans Saints franchise. We're getting closer to the end of year 2, and today, we've got 2 more games in today's episode as the Saints enter with just a 4-9 record, having lost their last 7 games of the season. We almost ended the losing streak last episode against the New York Giants, and of course, blew that game. So we're going to start today by putting James Houston on IR so we can open up a roster spot and get a look at another tight end maybe for the future, as we sign Cole Turner off of the Commanders practice squad. While we have lost 7 games, we do have an opportunity here perhaps to play spoiler and try to find some things that work for us to take into the offseason and try to do better, of course, in year 3. We played pretty well for a few quarters against the Giants, but obviously have not ended this losing streak yet. And I was thinking coming into this episode, we need to probably focus a bit more on the run. And to really change things up, I wanted to see us play Taysom Hill at quarterback. The Chiefs were such a tough matchup for us, I thought this was the right way to approach it. Try to go at them with a completely different scheme. So Taysom Hill was going to be our starter for this episode, and we also had Pete Werner getting a breakout chance at linebacker. Got a couple upgrades here, as Tyrell Stoudemire should probably get some just regular playing time at the end of the year, and then we also upgrade the rookie Jacoby Pierman. The Chiefs in this series are still a very strong AFC team. They have not yet added a new dynamic playmaker, but Rashee Rice does lead the NFL in receiving yards, and they've still got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. I knew this one would be a long shot for us, but that's why we made the big change, going with Taysom Hill. So let's get a look at the 34-year-old quarterback. Hill in the shotgun opening things, and Kendre Miller running to the right gets 4 yards. Next play on second down, go with some QB power, trying to get Hill out on the edge, and he doesn't go far, and actually gets shaken up. Just 2 plays into the game, and Hill has to exit. So we're already going back to Jake Haener. Next play, sacked by Phillips at the 21. It's a 3-and-out, and here comes the KC offense. Patrick Mahomes coming in, 28 touchdowns on the year, 5 interceptions. How would we approach them defensively? We haven't had too many answers lately. We try to bring pressure, of course, but it's almost impossible to slow down this combination. Travis Kelce on the reception. Chiefs get into field goal range on their opening drive, but we get some pressure, force the throwaway of Mahomes, and do it again on the next play. Mahomes goes 3 of 7 on their opening drive as the Chiefs do get a field goal, and we come back out, and Taysom Hill not returning. It's Jake Haener in the game. Pass caught by Chris Olave for the first down. A couple plays later, facing 3rd and 9. Haener fits it into Chris Olave, and it's good for a first down in Chiefs territory. Here's a screen being set up. We're getting Brian Johnson more involved, and it's the rookie on the reception getting first down yardage. Haener actually opens 4 of 5 passing. 2 plays later, gets sacked again on 3rd down by Charles Omenihu, and we end up tying the game on a Blake Grupe field goal. We pretty much did the same thing against the Chiefs, play after play. 5-man rush, man coverage across the board, just try to get aggressive and make some plays. And for the most part, it worked pretty well early on. Then we get tricky here. Chris Olave on the end around gets first down yardage. We actually moved the football better than I expected. Hand off to Kendre Miller, bouncing off a tackler. He gets the first down into Chief territory. 2 plays later on second down, Haener backing up, throwing long for Olave, and can't connect. Deep ball accuracy from him is all over the place. 3rd and 9. Again, passing for Olave, and he can't hold on to it as the Chiefs get off the field. We go start of the second quarter here, a third down for Mahomes. We get the free rusher, and he finds Sky Moore for the first. The goal was to force the ball out quick and see if we could get some tight coverage, force a mistake or two in a 3-play sequence, and try to get off the field. But you're not going to force a lot of mistakes on the part of Patrick Mahomes. So it had to be one of these receivers who would then trip up and give us an opportunity. But also just forcing the Chiefs to go down the field slowly using a lot of plays. We break it up there for Rashee Rice. Force the 3rd and 7. Mahomes on target and caught by Rice. He converts, and the Chiefs work inside the red zone. Next play on first down. Mahomes intercepted. Paulson Adebo. So this really was the thesis of the defense. If they're going to get down the field, it's going to take a lot of plays, quick succession. We get off the field, get Jake Haener the open man. A good catch and run. Chris Olave into Chief territory. So it wasn't at all the plan I had coming into the game, but I was impressed with how things were working. A deep shot, caught by A.T. Perry. Inside the 20, and the Saints have a chance to take the lead. 2 plays later, Haener to the end zone. Touchdown, Jawan Johnson. One of the best drives in weeks for this offense as we take the lead, using the downfield passing game to our advantage. The Chiefs almost refused to run the football in this game. Mahomes across the middle and broken up for Travis Kelce. Hey, 90 yards on 19 pass attempts. We'll take that all day against Mahomes. They get the conversion there with Justin Ross. Get across midfield, go underneath against one of our rare zone calls. We weren't going to let Mahomes see a lot of zone coverage today. Kelce hangs on to this one. A tough play for his 8th reception of the first half. Chiefs back in the red zone. Kelce catch number 9 makes it goal to go. Time winding down in the first half, and we get to Mahomes with the sack. Kellen Saunders was in there. He ends up having to leave the game. And it's followed up. Mahomes to the end zone. Touchdown, Travis Kelce. If they can make the perfect plays and tough plays in traffic, that was how they were going to have to beat us. And of course, they're good enough to do just that. Tie ball game, second half. Chiefs come out and actually look to get the ball to Isaiah Pacheco. But we did a pretty good job of slowing down the ground game, and they just didn't really try to establish it. Pass incomplete for Sky Moore. Tight coverage from Tomlinson. We end up forcing a punt here on the first drive of the second half. Jacoby Pearman, the dynamic speedster, works toward the sideline. Tries to get around the punter, tight roping the sideline, and does get to the Chief 32. It's going to take everybody contributing to beat this team. Now Miller, good run. That goes for 8 yards. Play fake with Haener on the move, and the best option is to keep it as he slides down inside the 15. Here's Haener on second down, and he should have had the touchdown to A.T. Perry, but his accuracy is far from sharp. And on this play, he ends up forced to throw it away as we then settled for a field goal that put us back in front again. Really happy with how we played the Chiefs to this point. And Demario Davis is in the backfield again. He is second on the team in sacks. We blitz so much. 3rd and 13, though. We finally back off, and Mahomes threads it to Justin Ross. Every time we just drop into a zone, we almost always regret it this year. Pass caught by Kelce. First down to the Saints 32. Mahomes started to get it going a little bit. Good protection, and Kelce again. If we don't get pressure, we don't stand a chance. Kansas City facing 3rd down from the 7. Pass off the hands of Sky Moore. Hey, we know these Chiefs receivers will make some mistakes for us. Chiefs tie the game. We go to our next drive. A shot from Haener. Incomplete for Chris Olave. Hard to make those big plays work with him. 3rd and 8. He overthrows Jacoby Pearman, and we end up having a quick 3-and-out. So in a tie game, late 3rd, Mahomes back to work. Throwing this one hot. Good catch by Sky Moore. Then they run the stretch. Isaiah Pacheco for the first down on his 5th run of the entire game. 4th quarter now, empty for Mahomes. We know they're going to throw it, and you still can't stop it when it's executed that perfectly. 13th catch for Travis Kelce. Chiefs take it down inside the 5. Pitch it out, and down goes Pacheco. It's Demario Davis. We drop him back to the 7. Mahomes feeling pressure, forced to throw it away. All we allow is a field goal. 16 points here in the 4th quarter. This is winning football for our defense. Haener escapes the pocket, tries to do what he can, and picks up 8 on this play. We have to go for it on 4th and inches. It's the rookie, John Waters, on the carry. First down, New Orleans. That goes for 14. And with Kendre Miller back in the game, floated for Olave. Turning up past L'Jarius Sneed inside the 10. Another big catch and run. Trying to answer back. Handoff, Miller, he's got the touchdown, and the Saints pull ahead. We gave ourselves a chance to win this game. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but we had done everything right to this point. But can you finish the game? Mahomes, pressure, gets it out to Rice. That's enough for a first down. Mahomes now 52 pass attempts and hooks up with Rice again in Saints territory. This takes the game inside, 5 minutes to play. Off the fake, it's caught again. Travis Kelce having close to a career day in a couple of categories, I'd have to imagine. On 3rd down, why not throw his way again? We didn't have anybody that could reliably match up with him play after play. And then Kelce again for the touchdown, his 2nd. And the Chiefs pull ahead once again. We're down by 3, 2 and change left to go. Gotta have it on this drive. Haener steps up, floats off the mark for Jawan Johnson. Gotta make a play or we're looking at our 8th straight loss. And down goes Jake Haener. He's sacked by Nick Bolton. That brings up a 4th and 14, and we were going to go for it. Have to get to the 33, and Haener gets us there. Caught by Jacoby Pearman, and the drive continues. We still got all of our timeouts at this point. Haener flushed, on the move, caught! First down, A.T. Perry. We got a minute left to go in this game. Motion with Perry. Haener's got time, and wide open! Brian Johnson inside the 10. The Saints actually have a chance to pull this off. Looking for a touchdown. Johnson weaving his way inside the 5 as we use our first timeout. Next play, John Waters. He's not going to get there and loses a couple. 3rd and goal. Haener back to the air, end zone, and knocked away from Perry. 4th down, trailing by 3 and the game on the line. We send the offense out with no intention to actually run the play. And I'm not sure this is really the right decision to just kick the field goal, but in the moment there, I really didn't want to lose the game there, which is not the way to approach it when you know the other team is better than you. Time expires. Mahomes puts up the Hail Mary, and we head to overtime. All tied up at 23. One of our games of the season, bringing the fight to Kansas City, but they get the football to start OT. Looking for a touchdown to end it. Pacheco. Tough run, gets a few. 3rd and 3. Pressure on the way again, and the pass off of James Bolden. We get lucky he was in the window at the time, and we get the football. All we got to do is get the field goal now. Haener under pressure, a duck downfield, and that one gets broken up easily. We end up going 3 and out and have to give it right back to the Chiefs. They take over at their 29, and Kelsey again. Little bit behind him, he finds a way. 1st and 10, diving grab, Sky Moore. And they're into Saint territory, looking at field goal range now. Mahomes on the keeper does not fool us, and Werner makes the stop. That's a loss of 4. And on 3rd down, they go Pacheco's way. He doesn't go far. No gain. And they bring out Harrison Butker to try and win it. 57-yard try. Left hash. And he pushes it wide right. Still not over in this game, and the Saints take over. Here's 3rd and 5 for Jake Haener. Gotta have this one, and he keeps it and fights for the first down yardage. Long distance field goal range now for the Saints. We're trying to get closer. John Waters behind his blocking and all the way inside the 15. We got our chance. Blake Grupe, 30 yards for the win. And the Saints shock Kansas City, and we've ended the 7-game losing streak once and for all. Just 1 week after we really should have beat the Giants, we come back and play an even more complete game. No turnovers, 23 points allowed. I don't care how many yards Mahomes had. We did what we had to do to win. He went 46 for 66, 422 yards with 2 touchdowns, and we still win. Unbelievable game. I don't think on my channel there is a win quite like this one anywhere else. Travis Kelce, 18 catches, a $185, 2 scores, and a loss. I can't believe we won. But I think when you take matchups like this seriously and you're willing to pull out all the stops and you really think about what you've got to do, I feel like we learned things defensively, giving up 400 yards passing. But the fact that we were able to really dictate the terms of this game. Mahomes was going to throw the ball out quick, play after play. And we had enough things go our way in the process. And because we won this game, here is the really big reward. 10,000 experience for Jake Haener, Kendre Miller, and Marshawn Lattimore. That's a huge boost to those 3 players. Now, everybody in our division won this week, so effectively nothing changed in the standings. But I love that Jake Haener was able to get this boost, and I initially didn't even want to play him in this game. Only did because Hill got hurt. He ended up having a really solid game, and getting upgrades like this could give him a much better future with our team. And it's still far from starting caliber, but we just upgraded his throw power by 2. And if he were to keep this up and keep earning upgrades, who knows what could happen. But the best we could do was beating the Chiefs, winning that scenario, and that's what we did in this game. So I'm not just going through the motions here to get this season over with. I'm hoping to learn some things and to find a way to get some use out of the rest of the year. We take on the Falcons next. A team that looks to be in better shape than when we saw them earlier in the year when Desmond Ridder was bench-worthy. But they've got a great offense, at least in terms of their raw talent. They added Keenan Allen this year, Tyron Smith. So now they're more the team that I expected them to be, following like a 1-6 opening to the year. So how would we do after beating Kansas City? A big emotional win. Would we follow that up with a big letdown? Let's find out. I love the style of play we played defensively. I wanted to see that again against this offense. Coming downhill, gotta slow down Bijan Robinson. Good play there. 3rd and 9, Desmond Ridder, sacked by Brian Bresee. We're doing much better with these 5-man pressures. We got the ball here late in the first quarter, scoreless game. Haener gets hit and diving in to make the catch. There is Chris Olave. Later on the drive, 2nd and long, Haener deep and overthrows A.T. Perry. Thought he had him that time. Then he's flushed on this 3rd down, puts up the jump ball, and that is incomplete. A few chances out there, just not able to make plays. Let's try our next drive now. Play fake, eyes downfield again, and caught! Chris Olave, 1st down. Trying to get some points on the board. 3rd and 5 on target, and that's Max Williams. Recently signed, but hurt on the same play here as he gets the 1st down. So we had to replace him, and immediately, touchdown, Cole Turner. I wanted to bring him in knowing that Juwan Johnson's a free agent at the end of the year. Like to get some info on another potential option there. Good first impression. 7-0 game, and a great grab made by Keenan Allen. Ridder gets his 2nd completion. Then tries to get it to Bijan Robinson. He gets 7, but just 32 yards on his first 9 carries. 3rd and 7, 5-man rush, and we make the play, stopping Allen shy of the marker. Now the Falcons not content. They want to go for it on 4th and 2. They go to Robinson. He is hit and doesn't get it. Saints come up with the stop, and the Falcons still shut out in the 2nd quarter. Haener underneath, catch and run, starting to get some more of these to work for Chris Olave. I'd love to get some more well-designed catch and runs in the offense. Kendre Miller through contact and getting 1st down yardage. Saints looking to add on to their 7-0 lead. Off the fake, up top, and caught! Touchdown! A.T. Perry goes up and gets it, and the Saints start this game with a 14-0 run. Another excellent start for us. Defense in control as Ridder is taken down on the Tony Adams blitz. 3rd and 17. What do we do here? Drop into a zone, and immediately the Falcons take advantage. There's just no down and distance. It's a good idea. Back to the blitz, and Ridder gets it to Drake London, and he takes off inside the 20. A pretty frustrating play to give up right there. I thought we had him. Ridder rolls left a little bit later on the drive and has to throw it away. Falcons do kick the field goal and get their 1st points. So an 11-point game. Haener is intercepted by Zaire Franklin, trying to throw this over the middle. So the Falcons get it back again, and it's flicked to Kyle Pitts, and he's got the touchdown as the Falcons quickly cut this to a 4-point game. This all happens so quickly. We're late first half here. Haener, under pressure, gets taken down, and in the process, he is hurt on the play. Haener having to exit. We then put Taysom Hill in the game. 32 seconds on the clock, and his first throw is caught by Chris Olave for the 1st. We get out to our 35. Still throwing. Time for Hill, and wide open, caught by A.T. Perry, down to the 26. We've got a scramble to spike and do with 3 seconds on the clock. Taysom Hill gives us 2 great plays, and we add 3 right before half. 7-point lead, New Orleans. Let's go to the 3rd now. Falcons football at their own 29. Ritter nearly intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. They get a second chance on this drive, and this time he connects with Laviska Shenault for the first. At their own 42, Bijan Robinson can't get out of the backfield. 14 runs, 53 yards, forcing the Falcons to be one-dimensional. Ritter flushed and running, trying to get first down yardage. He ends up short, and the Falcons punt on fourth down. Saints lead. Jake Haener, he's back in the game now on third down, but overthrows Chris Olave and falls to just 12 of 27 passing. The ball goes back to Atlanta. It's Robinson with one of his better carries and a first down into Saints territory. They go for it a few plays later. 4th and 5. It's a leaping grab for Kyle Pitts. Another huge play in a critical moment where I thought we had Desmond Ritter. He's under pressure but gets the pass off, finding his big tight end. Later, the Falcons inside the 10. Ritter hooks up with Robinson, who breaks not one but two tackles and ties the game on the touchdown reception. 17 all as we push on, late third. Taysom Hill back in. We look for a spark. Nice run here with John Waters getting outside. We got Hill with motion on first down. Now he looks long and sails a pass that is intercepted. It's Richie Grant. We're starting to get sloppy now and give the Falcons all kinds of chances. They've already tied the game. 3rd and 3. Caught. Laviska Shenault for a first down. And this game goes to the fourth quarter. Off play action. Ritter with all day. Wants the end zone. Off the hands of Tommy Tomlinson. Could have had the turnover. We end up forcing a field goal try for Atlanta. And from 14 points down, they've come all the way back and now take their first lead. Jake Haener back in at quarterback. Waters shrugs off a tackler. Breaks through Richie Grant. Liking what I'm seeing here in this episode from John Waters. Play fake with Haener to his left, trying to get the offense back under control again. That's a good 8-yard pickup. Get motion here, and Pierman gets involved. And that run goes for a first down. At the 47 now, play fake Haener, trying to open it up again, and intercepted by Grant. Just forced it there. They covered up our play action over route that time. We got to throw it underneath. Falcons football. Nice grab by Drake London. Down to the 28 of New Orleans. Now at this point, my power had gone out. But thankfully, didn't lose any recording, and Madden holds your progress. But that's why the lighting looks completely different now. Like somebody turned the lights off in the Georgia Dome. That was kind of amusing because I actually did lose power for a while. But we sacked Desmond Ritter. 7-yard loss. 3rd and 9. 2 plays later. A shot off the mark for Keenan Allen. We're keeping it within reach. They add a field goal. 6-point game now. Saints ball. Haener. Easy pitch and catch. And A.T. Perry sprinting up the sideline. 29 yards on the catch and run. 6 minutes left. Haener short for Olave and good for 7. We got John Waters in this game late. He gets the first down run as Ramczyk clears open the path for him. First down to the Falcon 28. Fake it his way. Haener flushed. He looks sideline and leads Olave out of bounds. Incomplete. With 3.5 to go. Haener short. This one caught by Johnson, but we have to go for it on a 4th and 5. Just got to get to the 18. Haener knocked down. Trying to get to Johnson. when the underneath route to the running back was wide open. Pressure on the defense. Gotta stop Bijan. We bottle him up on first down. And we did a great job throughout the game slowing him down. We forced 3rd and 8. Just got to get off the field once more. And Robinson's taken down. 22 rushes, 70 yards. What a performance for our run defense. And one last chance now offensively. Haener is hit. Perry finds it. First down, Saints, 24 yards. But we're losing time here. Can't stop the clock. Haener, downfield, off the hands of A.T. Perry. Still got to get a touchdown, so we've got to keep our foot on the gas. 3rd and 10, intercepted. And Taylor Rapp ends the game. Falcons hold on 23-17 as we fail to score in the second half and let the turnovers again get the better of us. A frustrating one to lose, not quite on the level of the Giants game, but again, we're up 14, playing as well as we did for the entire first half. We got to find a way to win these games. But it was a mistake to throw it as much as we did, and I think that we should lean a lot more into this ground game, and ideally for next year, I'd like to be even more multiple there and find a lot more different runs and not just run the same few that we have for much of the year. So we do lose our 10th game of the season, and we are officially out of the playoff conversation now. We were in it until losing this game. So we've gotten a pretty good look now at Jake Haener, and the tag says he's the quarterback of the future. That is not how I'm viewing him right now. I think he's a solid backup who occasionally for us has looked good, but if he starts, it's going to be in a temporary situation, and it's possible he starts next year because this quarterback class is so weak. But at the same time, I'm probably going to be evaluating what other options are out there. But I wanted this long look at him, and he will start the remainder of the season. Now, A.T. Perry actually has a chance to go for 1,000 yards, as he's kind of taken some of the spotlight here from Jacoby Pearman, whose role has really dwindled in the offense. And I'd like to get him kind of reestablished there to close the year, because I want to have a better idea of how to use all of these playmakers in year 3. We've gotten a pretty deep look at A.T. Perry. I'm confident in him. I like him a lot. But I want Pearman's role to be a lot more defined to close the year. So, we have 2 weeks to go in the season. Here are your league leaders this year. Tua Tagovailoa, he is number 1 in touchdowns. If we didn't have multiple quarterbacks, we'd probably be at the top of the interception charts again. Josh Jacobs is your current leading rusher in the NFL, Saquon Barkley behind him, and actually a very long list of 1,000-yard rushers. At receiver, like I said, Rashee Rice leads the NFL right now, 13 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. So maybe the Chiefs do have a new superstar in the works. Now, I'd like to go back to Jacoby Pearman here for a moment because he's now fallen out of that top spot for Rookie of the Year, and I'd really like to see him win. Hopefully, we can get him the football a lot to close the season. He's got great speed. He can do more underneath, and I want to get a lot of looks there. Like, I know he can go downfield, but I think with Jake Haener, it's going to be very hit or miss to actually convert on some of those plays. So maybe A.T. Perry gets a few less looks underneath while Pearman tries to get some catch and runs. We're going to take a look at a few more prospects that have caught my attention. I don't know how realistic it is that we take a running back given our long list of needs. But there are a couple that I like, and Jadarius Roby, because his receiving skills look like they'll be there, I'm intrigued with him, but I'd have to get some more information. I feel like we might not need to look at receiver, but there are some pretty good options early. I just don't think that's the right time for us to be targeting players, but I have made note of players like Courtney Bryson, who I do like. I feel like given that Juwan Johnson's contract is up and a free agent replacement might be too expensive, the draft gives us a lot of good chances. A lot of these players are very athletic, they can help you out in the running game, and they're excellent receivers. There are at least a few that I think could be day one contributors. Kevin Blackwell, projected to go right in the middle of the draft, and I think he could be a day one starter at tight end. And even projected later than him is Eddie Lovelock, who has the same kind of skill set. So I feel like there's a very good chance we come out of this draft with a tight end, and I think that we're going to be forced to kind of look that direction. Now, Callan Saunders got hurt in that last game, so I put him on IR, and now we're going to sign Isaiah Thomas off of the Ravens practice squad, continuing to get a jump start on the offseason. That's how I look at it here. You can put guys on IR, take some guys off opposing practice squads, and you got extra players then you can look to possibly re-sign. I wanted to try offering a contract here to Paulson Adebo, but it just has not worked. I'm not sure if he's going to return next year. It doesn't look likely now, as we'd have to compete in the open free agent market. And because of that, I might just play Tyrell Stoudemire over him in the last two games. I'm not sure how many of these free agents we're actually going to look to keep. I have my eyes, though, on the draft, hoping to find some young replacements, and the offseason will be coming up pretty shortly. I hope it's been more enjoyable to go through these late season games in this fashion during a lost season for our franchise. We got one more to go, and then we try to put the pieces together for year 3. Thank you all for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like if you wouldn't mind, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.